Everybody ready? Give me a thumbs up. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you just now tuning in, if you could go to YouTube, you can see from a little bit earlier that we did a drag race to settle who gets the starting lane. It's just a single heads up pro tree that we did, kind of keep them on their toes. Some of these guys got longer gear ratios or shorter gear ratios, but nonetheless, it was just to let these guys get a chance at picking their lane. This is what's going to happen with the next upcoming series, so that at least four of the guys get to choose what lane they're going to go in. See Gabriel Kirtley there and my wife Chelsea Kirtley there as track marshals tonight. Both of them trying to get those cars back on as quick as they can. Randy Kirtley was number one tonight in the drag race, and he chose blue lane, of course. Nathaniel Burden second, he chose orange. Brennan Dant chose third, and he chose yellow. And Tom Payton chose fourth, and he chose white. So each individual made the decision to where to start their lane, and very dictative of whether or not they're going to be involved in incidents. Kind of a question whether or not why Tom chose white, but he's got info that he wants more than others. It looks like so we get a wild crash there taking place. Right now, Glenn Burden in the lead. Randy Kirtley with 15 laps right on his heels. Brennan Dan also with 16. Brennan really coming up from the rookie stage of GRC racing, really making his own in here as he's got quite a fast GRC. That's his granddad getting his car right there ready on yellow. And I'll tell you what, that truck is something to see for sure, as it is quite fast. Brennan was our under 18 victor that we had for New Year's, a little New Year's race we held for the kids, 100% payout. And he ended up winning that race. And that got him a free entry into this series, which we're in pre-series now. We've allotted and talked to a few of the racers, as the racers want more racers. And, of course, we want that as a track as well. So we're going to wait another month to see if this series can take off a little bit more. So we see everybody here practicing for that series right now with the new added changes of drag racing for what position. It's going to take a little bit for guys to get used to how to drag race these cars, but I figure it won't take too long. And it's something a little extra added to make it not so random of a starting position. Last year we had several guys that it seemed no matter what, when we would put it in the randomizer, that they would always get randomly selected on red, Randy Kirtley being one of them. And, of course, he is our out of the series number one from our previous series. We held the NASCAR series. He's got actually a bounty on his head. If somebody can actually take him down, they'll get an additional $250 in the series. If you make every single race in the series, you get $250. If you make every single race weekend, you would be able to get $100. That's if you're in our total series, which would be the 4-inch and this. Probably half of that is what you would get if you're just in one of the series. Sounds like we got a stripped gear there taking place. Currently, very, very close race between Randy and Brennan, as they're right up on top of each other. Brennan running a very nice low median score there on yellow. Randy up on blue, just one lane higher than him, running a little bit slower of a median, which is what you want to see. Both of these guys' cars running very, very well. Gerald Suttle quite a bit higher than them, 3 laps or so down from Brennan and Randy. Glenn Burden also about 3 or 4 laps down from Brennan and Randy. Both of them doing really, really well, though. Nathaniel Burden right there with his father, Glenn. Glenn really usually shines there on purple and black, as we've noticed these two really battle it out quite a bit on the racetrack. father and son style. It's like Gabriel when Randy's there. They're battling it out. Randy though, for the most part, he battles it out on the GRC scene with Bruce Bullington. Definitely Bruce Bullington a favorite when it comes to the GRC crowd. We call him the streak because he likes to get on them streaks when he runs, and he's had a few wins, and it seems like him and Randy are back and forth for sure. Gerald Suttle, at least at the end of the season and the beginning of this season, it looks like he's quite fast. He's starting to come into his own for racing for sure. A force to be reckoned with last season too. At the very beginning, him and Randy were back and forth, uh, trading blows, and now here he is in this season, up in the top three with him and Brennan, doing his best. Also, they're on green lane, so that's one of the upper lanes also, or upper middle lanes, I guess you would say. So he's doing real well just to be 3 laps down from these guys on the lower lanes there. Marley, she's in the rookie class, looking to make a little step up here. Came in today with Brennan, so they're both working on their controllers over there in the top right of your screen there. He's trying to help her out. And she's got a couple wins here at Lanes Raceway also in the rookie classes. She's one of the few people that have their name signed up on the top of the drip, which we've had quite a few events take place here at Lanes Raceway in the past couple weeks. So I haven't yet made time to take a picture of everybody's names and get that erased, but I will be working on that very soon and get those names erased. And we're going to start having people sign back up again for this year, and then we're going to likely post those pictures up on our wall here at Lanes Raceway, so we keep track of every year newcomers signing and the veterans signing also. See Sam Nelson rounding around the high bank corner there as he gets ready to get back racing. He was also in the previous series that we held with the NASCAR series, quite a bit faster than these cars are running. Tom Payton right there next to him had suffered some bad luck on the oval track last series, but he's back in it too this year, and brand new to GRC. Ran his first GRC race just a couple days ago, as he's been considering for quite some time, as Tom would tell you. Every time we come in there, it's like, man, you got every car in the box that we sell. I said, the only series you ain't in is one of the most popular, and he would always say, well, I'm considering. Well, he finally considered enough, and he's now in it, and I think he's really enjoying it. Tom Payton, very, very competitive, and he loves working on his cars, and he loves getting them just right. As we go back green race, and we see Randy Kirtley still holding down the lead, Brennan just right there on his heels. As we get a car come off, I believe that possibly to be Glenn Burton's car. A lot of these guys opting, and we've allowed that, as this is like a preseason run. As you can tell, we're getting ready for the season, trying to go by some of the rules and do a little test before we get started. But some of the guys have opted, instead of ruining their brand new bodies, their truck bodies that they've made look so beautiful. I don't know if you guys have checked on Facebook, but if you would check on Facebook, you can see Sam's. He's got one printed out. He got him some decals, Junior Johnson decals for his truck, and he really did a really good job on that. So we just got done cutting that body out when he got here, and I'll tell you what, that is a sweet looking ride for sure. And a lot of our guys have really sweet looking rides. I got one over here, Paul Woosley's ride. Me and him worked on it. Let me grab it real quick and I'll show it to you. I think I just destroyed the mic. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that didn't blow your eardrums out, but my microphone stand decided to collapse on itself and come a high-speed come apart towards me. So Sorry if that hurts your ears. Let me see if I can get this thing hung back on there. I hope you guys can hear me. I don't know if you can or not, but that was a pretty wild hit. As I'm sure Paul Woosley probably won't mind if I show you his ride. We worked on it for a couple days here at Lanes Raceway. Got a nice little paint job here. He's got the Pro Track European natural rubber lettered tires. As you can see, got his back end cut out for some more aerodynamic flow. We printed him here at Lanes Raceway. We printed him out a couple vinyls here, and he's got it looking pretty good, as you can tell. All right, man, I'll see you later. So we're having quite a lot of issues right now on the stream for some reason. Let me see what's going on here. If it's overheating or what? No, I knocked the microphone off the stand. XSplit deciding to open up 15 XSplits again. I just don't understand this software. I'll leave that open. It doesn't seem to do as bad. If anybody could help me with this XSplit broadcaster, for some reason or another, it wants to continually open more instances of itself. So I open up at the beginning, and I have just one XSplit broadcaster opened up. But then as we go through the stream for the night, it starts just opening up more and more instances of itself. I don't have any issues with anything other than this XSplit, and this has only came to be since the latest update. But it really does crank out quite a bit of the CPU usage for sure. CPU usage for sure. We had the same thing happen with the laptop. As you can see, I'm kind of glitching all over the place now because of it. And if I restart it, then it works. But I don't know why it uses entirely too much processing power. It might have something to do with the Stream Deck, possibly. Just going to go ahead and cut some of that out. Maybe move the computer so it can cool a little bit better. I'll let some of that heat out of there. I don't know why this thing keeps opening up so many instances of itself. But yeah, like right now, we look at Task Manager, dude, I'm running 93% CPU. We got 15 instances of XSplit Broadcaster open. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Like I'll restart it and then it'll be fine. And it'll go for 5-10 minutes and be fine, and then boom, 15 instances. Okay. I got the track. So Sam's putting a gear on currently right now. Now, all of a sudden, we're back down to 84% at least here on XSplit Broadcaster. But really huge CPU. If any of you guys out there in internet land know a quick fix for this XSplit Broadcaster to make it stop opening so many instances, please let me know. But for some reason or another, with Task Manager open, it seems to stay somewhat level-headed. I'm going to try to just see if maybe if I run the software itself in a windowed mode, possibly, that could help things. It seemed like everything just started coming crashing down whenever I knocked the microphone off the hilt. Ladies and gentlemen out there in internet land, I've got to do a restart. This thing is coming to high speed, come apart. I'm going to restart the computer. Maybe that'll refresh the cache, and I'll reload it just like I was. We'll probably come in a couple round robin heats later, but I'll get us back up and running. Sorry about the inconvenience.